Hello, everyone. Hello, Varric. How are you doing today? Today we are here in the great town of Falconreach. We'll just equip our little bit of equipment that we have, and then we'll go on to Warlick, because that's where we need to go, if I remember correctly. Or no, actually we do need to complete one mission here. The mission we need to complete here is the continuation of the Dragonfable time that we did at the end of last stream. Now we'll go to the Wind Temple. It looks like the Temple of the Four Winds has gotten under attack. You should go there and see if anyone needs help. Will do, Ash. Will do. Okay. Simple healing pad at the start, and then different kinds of goblin kind creatures. Archaeonaut. A creature that's weak to wind, has a 1 in 4 chance to resist immobility skills, and has a 200 resistance to stone damage. AKA very annoying. Okay, let's attack with just a normal attack. Yeah, this one has a fun attack in the bomb it throws, or it can bite. But it both just deals melee damage. Melee stone damage, to be exact. And then when we get low on health, we can just either die and get resurrected at the start where there's a healing pad, or we can run back if we just make it. Just make the mission. Now then, we also have this 3 mana costing skill called Tangle, which stops a foe from running away. Except, as I said last time, there's no actual fleeing mechanic that's implemented. So this one isn't very useful. Not a useful class skill. Now then, Stench Flies are weak to stone, have a slight immobility resist, and are strong against wind, because they are flies. Now, you saw that we did not have Rapid unlocked, even though we did do damage. That's because any type of multi-hit attack, the last hit needs to be a full-on hit, which a parry is not. So then we'll take out this Stench Fly, and we'll go stealth and do a surprise attack to deal some damage. Because until we get some actual good gear, we will be running back and forth, and since gear is leveled, as in it depends on what your level is, what you can equip, and you get better gear at higher levels, it will be a while. And because we are still in the low levels, our levels will go up very quickly, and so it wouldn't really be that useful to attack, to deal damage, to use gear for level 10, because in a few streams we will be level 20, and we would be able to use the better version. Now I'm going to stun this one. However, it is not stunned, which is very annoying, because that's a 10th of our mana pool. At least this class does not have leveled mana, if I remember correctly. And the DOT has worn off, so let's just finish this. And now we're facing a lone Stench Fly, which is quite a bit easier because these enemies don't get the modifier of less health if there are more enemies. These all have the same amount of health. Nicely done on that crit. And that's that enemy done. Now, a bunch of stench flies. And after that, an enemy we have not seen before. That'll be fun, if we make it for this attack round. Because it could be very easily be that we get knocked out here. So, use the healing pad, and then we'll face them again. Let's see if this time it'll go a bit better. Yeah, this round is going quite a bit better. Oh no. And that critical there. Oh, that's not good. Well then, let's heal. And as you can see, the 100 health we heal with a potion already isn't that much anymore. So then, what can you do about that? Well, you can not need the potions, or you can level up your potions, which is quite strong. Yeah, Varric, we're quite low on health. Luckily we'll make this round, but the next fight we would get knocked unconscious again, very quickly in fact. So we'll be running back. Because this is far healthier for us than using our low level potions. A soaring Themis. An avian that's weak to stone and just immune, not healing from, wind. So, let's see how this one will go. Well, starting off with that is quite a good sign, because this enemy seems to be the boss, with its large health pool and its large and useless MP pool. Now, that's quite a crit. However, we don't want to be hit by that. We do not wish to be hit by such an attack. So, last stealth strike, for a while at least. And now a poison attack. Let's hope that the 3-hit attack does not come back. because that almost brings us down to its level of HP. And since our weapon is worse than it says, this is not the best sign. Let's hope we get lucky, because that is very lucky. I'm going all in. And we win! Now then, we have found the temple priests. Thank you for helping to clear the temple of the four winds of monsters. Now we can get help for our rangers. Let's see what is in the shop. Return fragments of our wind seals to me, and I will reward you with one of the temple's weapons. So, this is a merge shop, which means we would need to get some wind seal fragments. Probably a reward you get for doing this mission. A lot. And since we would need 20 for the highest level, or, well, 10 for the next one we can use for such a weapon, I don't think it's worth it. So, let's complete the quest. You have rescued the surviving Wind Temple priests from invading monsters, and in return you've gotten a lot more information about Sepulture and the dragon boxes. And a wind seal fragment. No, let them die. That way they can join Deadhouse. On this side of the world, however, darkness is not aligned with good, but with evil. On the other side of lore, though, that's a different story. Let's see if we can't sell it. But first, let us heal. And now that we are done with this quest, we could look into the shop and see this weapon, the mighty 100k scythe. A very strong level 50 silver weapon, which silver is rare to resist, but also rare to be weak to. But if they are weak, they are very weak, because that's werewolves for you. But we don't quite have enough with our 376. Now then, let's see if we go to Warlick using the travel map. This is his stand. Yes, Warlick and his student, but we're interested in the Dragon Egg. Okay, we need the Strings of Flame, which, as we found out last week, is in a volcano area, which isn't quite what we can handle with our fire weapon. So, let's see if maybe there is a water area. There is. Let's see if we can get a drop from this place. Behind this waterfall you have found the entrance to a water elemental dungeon. Would you like to go? Yes, we would. This is a nice and refreshing reskin of the blood fountains found in Doomwood and the Emptyville questline. And it is our healing point for this quest. Let's see what these Aquevils, level 14 goblin kind Aqua Sneevils, are weak to. Energy, fire. They resist ice and are very strong against water. So, our fire weapons have found their place. Let's see if when we complete this mission, we won't be able to get a weapon that is good against the fire. So that we don't waste our mana and our precious rapid attack on a creature that's at half health and then would die from a normal attack. Because these creatures hit quite hard, for all that they don't really last that long. At least they give a nice amount of experience. This sparkling fountain water is enriched with... What? Ew! Let's see a monsoon elemental. It is again weak versus energy and fire and strong against ice and water. This one has quite a bit more health though, as expected from a level 14 creature. A 15, I mean. Isn't any better against our rapid attack though. Oh, if only we had Twilly here. At least that stab attack doesn't hit twice, that would be annoying. Ooh, we're up against a puddle. Just a level 8 elemental that almost went down in one hit. And another puddle to practice and get our rapid from. Unfortunately, all these enemies are all the same level. And that means that they all are unleveled enemies, which after a while we won't get any experience from this place anymore. Which with such hard-hitting enemies is not really worth it. Let's go back and heal up. Yeah. Great sparkling water fountain enriched with, well, if it's anything like its cousins, probably blood. There is a reward at the end of this. The fountain of the blood of the enemies, indeed. Yeah. Doomwood and especially Emptyville are all based on fire, on vampire stories. And Emptyville has a lot of these fountains running around. Yeah, water elemental blood. There is a retextured water elemental in the maze. It's red, and it's a blood elemental, and it's very annoying because each of its attacks heals it. But yeah, that's not that weird, not for this series. I mean, we're going to collect yarn from fire. So yeah, this is the basic gameplay loop. Defeat an enemy, get crushed, run back to the healing point, heal, and then go back to defeat the next enemy. If only we had a way to attack all enemies at the same time. Or just stronger weapons, that would help too. Wild Daggers is the multi-attack, if I remember it correctly. Which is for the next skill, unfortunately. Let's see if this one goes down in one rapid. Yes, it does, so we won't have to worry that much about our HP anymore. Because with only 2, 1, it's far easier. on our HP. A puddle. Let's see, do we have a extra strong attack? No, we don't. Let's see what this pierce attack does though. It's strong enough. Because that guy hits like a truck. Or well, slime. You find a secret note in the back. It's is wet and some of the letters are hard to read. It says B G T E A R I N C E S S. Robina might be a princess? Ah, that's just some spoilers. Spoilers for completing a storyline over in, well, several places. Swordhaven is the least of which. I'd like to solve the puzzle. Ah! Yeah, there are a few puzzles that aren't really puzzles. But this one in particular gets spoiled when you complete a questline over in Oaklore, where it turns out that your character knew all along. They just didn't see fit to inform you. That's an easy way to deal with them. There's also, of course, the fact that almost anyone who plays these games has probably previously played one of the other Artix Entertainment games wherein they are even less subtle with the fact that, well, Robina is a princess. Apparently we had a crit on our first hit, because otherwise I don't see how we could get with a 20, even though that's quite a lot of damage for just a normal dagger. And another hit over to 17. Let's hope we take this one out now and then go heal. Because, yeah. Uh-huh. Well, a 3-turn Monsoon Elemental with a level 10 character, or with a level 5 attack. Well, that's at least somewhat good. Oh no, I'm up against 2 level 15 water guards. If only they did deal some more than pitiful damage. If only I had an actual multi-hit attack, then I could have damaged this one as well as the previous one, instead of wasting a turn to deal with a 2 HP enemy. At least that one ended quickly. That was quite a critical. Let's hope we can take these out in time. Because one crit is going to down me. At least in another warlike-based quest, that's mostly a reference to MacQuest, another one of the games. Deep running across the large screens does not take more time. Yeah, we might need to upgrade our stats a bit. Yeah, we'll do that when we get back to Falcon Reach. And this is the Water Lord, with its minion Dave and minion Steve. If only we had a multi-attack. And here you can see the basic boss design of minions with little health that deal a lot of damage, while the main boss either has a lot of health and deals reasonable damage, or just also has a lot of health, instead of just being relegated to a tank. That's the Water Lord down. Now we're going to deal with the minions. Behind this waterfall lies a secret cave protected by dragon magic. Ah, the Sea Needle, a water damage sword. Very useful to us, a rogue. And back here there's quite a pretty sword. Unfortunately, we can't access it. So then, let's go heal up a bit, and meantime go sell that Sea Needle after we look at it. Yeah, not the prettiest, is it? And the wind seal fragment we can sell for 10 gold. So then the bag of fire yarn. Unfortunately, we will need a different weapon. However, with 500 gold, we can go to Falcon Reach, and I believe we can buy something over in the shop for basics just starting adventurers. Indeed we can. An ice Cree. A frozen Cree. Now, and this will get replaced very, very quickly. But it is nice to have just a simple weapon that can deal with things our Hydra's Bane cannot. And now that we are in Falcon Reach anyway, let's go to the mayor's office, or well, the town hall, and let's train our stats and basically dump all but 5 of them into dexterity for more damage and then the other 5 into endurance. And now we can deal with the quest. And since our endurance got upgraded, we have just a bit more max health. And here, a different fountain. This one is a bit different enough at least. This one spews lava though. That's quite interesting of design choice. Well then, a lava glob. And this is why I am very happy that we did not try this with our Hydra's Bay. Because healing our enemies is not what we want to do. These have a 200 resistance to fire, which means they would completely heal from it, while the minus 50 resistance to ice and water really does help us. And that, my friends, was the ice sound effect. Let's see what this Inferno Elemental does to us. Just a simple punch. Because they are basic elementals. They don't do anything fancy. Not like the Elemental Lords. Or well, avatars. Oh no, we missed our attack. That's very annoying. Let's see what our next enemy would be. Oh, no, I don't think that that is quite what we can face with 66 health. Drinking from this volcanic fountain appears to heal you. Let's see which of these two bags is our bag of fire yarn that we need and which one is a clue to something. Hey Adele, how are you today? Ah, well then I'm happy you wish to spend your lunch break with me. And unfortunately we missed that last attack. And it's good to hear that you are doing good. We earned enough money to be able to buy the basic ice weapon, which allows us to, well, fight off these very annoying fire enemies that would have healed from our fire weapon. Luckily, this is just a simple... What does the chicken ability do? Well, the chicken ability prevents foes from running away, which gives them a, I believe, 100 flee resistance for a few turns. Unfortunately, fleeing is not a thing that's implemented except for the chicken cow, which is a class, not an enemy. Chicken cow armor, that is. And then there is the Ascended Chicken Cow armor, which, while also a joke class, is also actually pretty good. If you can master it. Let's see what this part of the clue is. L-E-O is O as E E. And this one, I don't know what it is, so Varric, you could figure this out. And let's see what this is. A bag of fire yarn. So we have the item we need to complete the next task. However, I do want to finish this one. See if maybe we can get a better weapon. Yes, how are you doing, Varric? Because I asked that at the beginning of the stream, but you did not answer. Ah, nice to hear that you are doing good indeed. This long run will be made several times whenever we... Or apparently not, because, well, we can heal here, which is far better. A great taste, less filling. Unfortunately, this one does not do the same as most others of great taste that give the pop-up of great taste, less filling, of either only healing health or only healing mana. This one actually heals everything. And as you can see, Varric, this dungeon is quite a bit easier than the water one we attempted earlier. Because, well, you're supposed to do this one first. And then here is the primary fire element with the elemental servants. Not Minion Steve and Minion Dave. Not this time. This one also hits like a truck. Which is usually how it goes. Fire elementals hit hard but are in general weaker than water elementals. Well, water elementals deal quite a bit less damage but have quite a lot more HP. This time this one just hits way harder. Maybe we can make it, probably not. No, we are down. Ah, disappointing. Well then, let's face it again, this time at full health. I like this place's background music a bit better than the one for the water temple. Well, not water temple, water cave, waterfall cave. Well, the primary fire element at least is taken out. Then let's take care of the elemental servants so that they won't damage us anymore. And now focus our fire. That is the usual way you face bosses, and not the stupid way I did the first time around. Well, that was exactly right. We have completed the quest, the fiery heart of Mount Shining Star. You have braved the heat and come out to the other side of the mountain, only slightly toasted. Is that burning hair you smell? Let's see, the Hawk Blade, a wind weapon. All the swiftness of and power of a hawk has been imbued in this blade. Unfortunately, it is a sword, which we can't exactly use effectively with our dex build and our rogue class. Let's first sell this hawk blade, because while it looks quite pretty, we can't exactly use it. And we can use that money. The creature we are summoning is incredibly dangerous. Let's see, I require several more ingredients. Go into the earth cave to the east. It is a dirty job, but you must defeat a stonehead boss and take his rubble to create indestructible litter. And you might have noticed we got a ball of yarn, and we're now getting litter. Whatever would we summon? Oh, Sylph Forest, but no, we're not going there apparently. Wherever would it be? Maybe up here then. Yes. Let us face these boulder elementals that are weak to wind and strong against stone. We don't really have a weapon that's better or worse really, but the Hydra Scourge has a higher minimum attack, so let's equip that one for now. And let's hope we get our stuns off, because facing this without a reliable healing spot, that will be difficult. Well, the deity took care of that one. Let us now take care of the other two. Let's hope we don't miss this time and deal enough damage. Apparently we did. Uh-oh, another fight with those. Let us heal up as far as we can. At least this time it's only one alone. But it still deals way too much damage. Well, let's hope we get level up somewhere along the way. And the full heal associated with it. Because we can't face this. We're going down in this fight, I think, and then we'll have to leave. Because we don't have any more healing. Yes, miss more attacks. Uh-oh. Well then, we'll take that one out and then we'll be knocked out. And this one did not spawn with a healing at the start. So then, yes, F in the chat. Well then, let's see if there are some other weapons we can find in Book 1 Falcon Reach that might make it easier. Well, we could always invite Willy. And then let's look into this shop. These are quite a bit too high level. Oh, hey, a pectogonal blade for Knights of the Pectogonal table. There's the Earthbreaker, the Rusty Kukri. Unfortunately, there does not seem to be a wind weapon for sale around here. So then, let's see if there's something here. There is a wind weapon. Unfortunately, it's the wrong type of weapon. Ultimate Pygmy Pony Daggers. I don't think that's quite what we need. So then, what shall we do? Now? Well, we'll go deal with some side quests, of course. Oh no, that's in Book 3 that there's a smith there that can help you. Perhaps here in the Dragon Knight relics there's something. Quite a bit too high level. Ah, dragon coin things. These are always good. Unfortunately, they also cost premium currency. They also always look great. But we can't exactly take it now. No, I don't think we'll do that one quite yet. Ah, spoilers. Let's see, there was one place we have not yet explored. What? Yes. Who are you? I am no one. However, you, Jaina, are someone whom I find very interesting. Can you all hear that, by the way? Doom weapons? It is a shame you do not possess a doom weapon. A rogue as powerful as you deserves an equally powerful weapon. These these look quite good. Yeah, it's a cool voice. It's not done with any of the voice skins type things that we can have access to. Tell me more. Only a true hero like yourself should be trusted with a Doom weapon. Their greatest powers have yet to be unlocked. Doom items? That's a shop of a few creatures and people we have not yet met. So let's admire the looks of these items and then promptly forget them. Shop. The Twin Blades of Doom. 28,000. A level 8 weapon with 36 damage and 36 minimum and 68 maximum damage. It's the dagger you saw spinning around, the Shadow Reaper of Doom. Following the great undead assault, the holy axe of the Paladin Arctics was cursed and infused with pure darkness to create this terrible weapon of unstoppable power. This is the melee. And this Doom! The Skull Staff of Doom. This is the mage weapon. Upgrade Doom. You wish to increase the power of your Doom weapon using 5 unlucky Doom essences. Excellent! If you have a dragon armlet and you already upgraded your Doom weapon once, then we can begin. If you have not yet upgraded, travel to Crystal Clear Lake in Emptyville and speak to Janie in his shop. Then return to me. Well, we haven't been yet in Emptyville, so let's be done and start saving up, shall we? So then, few places where we can make a bit of money, but first, since we're here anyway, we might as well upgrade our potions. They currently heal 5. Let's see if we can train alchemy. So, you're ready to begin training your alchemy skill? This is so exciting! Opening a new mind to the miracles of modern alchemy. Since I will be teaching you basic alchemy, I will be only be teaching you how to upgrade your healing potions. That may not seem that impressive to you, but you'll see what a huge difference it makes in levels as you level up. Ready to get started? And as you can see, the skill level is 5. That means that our skill can go up to level 10, because that's our character level. Great. There are basically 2 sides of potion making. The first is that gathering the materials that you will need for your transmutation. We call these materials reagents. The second part is performing the transmutation using a transmutation circle. To begin, I will give you a list of reagents that you will have to gather from the woods. All of the reagents will appear in your temporary inventory. The reagent list will look like this, and the reagents you will need to gather will appear in red, and the ones you have gathered the reagents, they will appear in green, like this. In this example, you still need to find the pretzel root. Once you have all the required reagents, it will look like this, and once you have gathered the reagents that you need, then I will test your knowledge of the transmutation circle. Ready to try a sample test? Let's test me. This is the transmutation circle. You have 3 tries to pass the test and get your alchemy to the next level. If you don't pass the test by your 3rd try, then you will have to gather new reagents and try again. And this is where you can see your current level and how much your potions currently heal for, and how much your improved potions will heal for after you pass the test. The transmutation tests will get harder and harder as you level up. Each of these circles represents a single transmutation. Once you draw it correctly, you will get a check mark like this. That means 1 down, 3 to the go. Here comes the really fun part. Let's see how well you use the transmutation circle itself. Now then, this one is basically repeat the pattern. There is another one, that's for your mana potions. That one is draw quickly. That one gets faster and faster and faster the more you do it in a single session. This one does not. This one just gets more and more points you need to click. But it does not have a time limit as the other one does. The other one eventually becomes impossible to do. First I will show you the circle that you need to draw. Be sure to pay attention. Then all you have to do is redraw the same circle I just showed you and hit the finished button. Now let's see how well you do. So, start test. Easy. And you can't go back on what you choose to do, so unfortunately this really is just repeated exactly as it's shown. Now then, we're level 6 and our potions now heal 115 HP. So, each time you level up your skill in this, you will gain 15 HP that it heals. Wow, you might have a natural gift for alchemy. You passed the first test and your alchemy skill is now level 6. Great job, come back anytime you want to continue your training. Well then, let's refill potions and train more alchemy. Because buying your rings, that is quite nice. We need to train our alchemy skill first. Well then, let's get the reagents, because we don't have any reagents. Doom Dirt, Snapdrake, Shard Cabbage, Banana Bush, and Mushrooms. I think most of those are quite easy. This time you will need to gather these reagents. Those monsters are tricky. Be sure to watch out for ambushes. Sometimes quite literally ambushes. Luckily, not this time. This is just a healing area. Now then, face the Forest Fury. This one is slightly weak to fire. And that's about it. So, just simple attacks. And a rapid attack. Let's see, Twilly deal the final blow. And we get the Banana Bush. Now then, if you forget what you need, you can always look at this one. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Now, we still need to get Doom Dirt, Shard Cabbage and Snapdrake. And Mushrooms is from a place to the left. Now, these different ambushes never change place, so I know exactly which items have ambushes and which ones don't. But let's see how this goes. Well, Twilly's doing quite a bit of damage at least. So we have Mushrooms. That's Diamond Dust, not the Doom Dust we need. The Snapdrake, I believe, is this way. Yes. The other ones I know are this way. We have placed a Snapdrake in our inventory. This is Doom Dirt. Oh no, a clock and ambush. These are all the ambush creatures. So let's see how quickly we can deal with this. That's the Doom Dirt. And we get a nice heal from Twilly. And then here's the shard cabbage. That means that we just need to check if we have everything. I believe so. Let's heal up first. And then, yes, we have everything. So, we can just leave and train alchemy. Take the test. And now, let's see how well you do. Start the test. A simple drawing. As you can see, only one of the radiant wheels was lit up. That means we only need to complete one. So let's catch up our weird amount of healing that it says. Let's catch up our skill level with our actual level. Now then, pretzel root, sweet palm, blood lily and azure leaf. That's all up top. So kill this one so we don't run into it anymore. Because this one has more than once knocked me out. Because I just ran into it when I was running to the healing path. And as you can see, even at level 10, this can do quite a bit of damage. And the Bovox. Unfortunately, Twilly did not get a critical. Well then, let's just knock it out. The azure leaf has an ambush. So we will deal with the ambush. The blood lily is nice and easily gotten. And then we get into one of my least favorite areas of the game. Maybe. Maybe we get to it this time, maybe we don't. Pretzel root, another ambush. And if we don't get to have to walk in there for it, then I can just show you my least favorite area. As you can see, there are a lot of different minx fairies. If you try to clear them all, you'll be busy for quite a while. So stun them and kill them quickly. Also, some of the strongest weapons in the game deal light damage. With a 90% light resist, that's quite a bit more difficult to pull off with those weapons. And that's the sweet palm gotten. I believe that's everything. Unless we run into a forest fury. Go Twilly, knock the avian out of the sky with a strong gust. Yes, we have everything now, so Time for another level up in this skill. Take the test. Now we need to complete 2. Though they won't be much more difficult than this. At least this one won't be. It's only when you get into the 30s, up to 40, that you get really difficult skill tests. Gather some reagents, a choice shard, which does require us to go all the way up there. A wilting daisy. Oh, we need to get to every extreme of the level. At least we don't need to get the jagged cherries. Well then, let's get to it. Unfortunately, it resisted the stun, which I expected, but still, unfortunate. And the pretzel root ambush. And then you don't need to, you need to make sure you also actually pick up the thing you want, because I've had quite a few times where I beat the ambush and then forgot to pick up the actual item. Which does not mean you have to beat the ambush again, it just means that you have to walk back. I should get back to work. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, well, see you later, Adele. And I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Bye. It resisted the stun. That is very annoying. Oh, Twilly, don't. It will now heal. Let's attack the mind instead. Twilly and the DOT can deal. Welcome back, Ferric. You just missed Adele saying goodbye. And I'm stuck in a fight with a Deft Minx Fairy, which has quite a lot of mana. And the stun did not take, so I need to first lower the mana to 0, because they can use the skill when they don't have enough mana, unlike us, to cheats. So, mana at 0, now we can deal with the very annoying fairy. Luckily, Twilly picks us up. And Twilly took out the fairy. Now then, don't run into any enemies. I said don't. I should follow my own advice. at least it's just the Forest Fury, which is weak to fire. And let's heal. Yes, we just need the Wilting Daisy, which is in the cave, and then the Snapdrake, which is on the way to the Shard Cabbage. The Wilting Daisy. Oh, no, that's Diamond Dust. With their very, very annoying stun. Luckily it did not take this turn, but these guys have single-handedly killed me more than once. Simply because they trigger their stun and then they gang up on you. And now we're immobilized by it. At least we have Twilly to heal the damage. Well, that's a Basilisk fight. Luckily we don't need to fight this Basilisk. Yeah, stunlocks are real here. Certain bosses are based entirely on how you need to beat them, are based entirely on stunlocking them. Well then, that's the Snapdrake. There's the Snapdrake. There's the Doom Dirt. But yeah, this is the basic gameplay loop for the first few levels. You gain more levels by doing this quest, and then you level up the potions, which of course requires you to do more of these quests. So now that we have this one, we can go ahead and, I don't know, try gathering some money for one of our great Doom weapons, because that's such a smart idea, using a weapon with the name Doom. Hello, Clark Choker. You're asking about my Dragonfable experience. I go back to this every time I'm feeling nostalgic. So, and this time I decided to try streaming it for my friends. And what's yours like, Clark? Finished. Start test. Wow, so difficult. Yeah, in the same boat. Yeah, this is Nostalgia Fest, and especially since it still gets updated every week. Well, at least that's what they try to do. And when it gets updated, the story is still moving forward. And in book 3, the story really got way better. So then let's get the reagents for the last level. Lots of classes where you had time to... yeah, I actually attacked it a fair bit this past year from freshman year in college. Lots of classes where you had the time to fool around in mid-class. Yeah, definitely. I'm more focused now on college, but doing this 2 hours a week is still great, and, well, it's fun to explain this and to go through book 1 again. I finished all the way through book 2 for the first time this past semester. Oh, book 3 is so worth it. but there are so many gut-wrenching character moments as well. So Doomdirt, Snapdrake, Wilting Daisy, that's at least an easy order. But yeah, Clark, let me do something for a second. There's also the Discord server for I can always get behind running your rerunning the OG story. What's your favorite class? I was using Soul Weaver and Chaos Weaver. I like Soul Weaver. I like the way that you see. I also like the way that it's that it is handled. The Chaos Weaver is handled, but my favorite class, I don't know. It's probably Master Soul Weaver because that one actually looks really good. Chaos Weaver also looks really good, but I like the look of Master Soul Weaver more. And there's the fact that lore-wise you actually are already a Chaos Weaver because you don't follow the teachings of the Soul Weaver Academy. Yeah. Oh yeah, you meant Master. Yeah. The disappointing part about Master Soul Weaver is that you can't use Baltail's Aventail, which allows. Yeah, the animations are so fantastic for that class. You can see it was Tomix's favorite. Yeah, no, it's only really matters in really high level of gameplay. So in at the edge of time and things like that, because for the normal gameplay you don't really require Baltail's Aventail, but it's still annoying. Instead of just the class, yeah, with different colors when using different elements. Yeah, the animations not being different colors. I mean, it is all about the fact that you're using a technique instead of using a weapon. I mean, that's why your claws are called looms. So, there's a reasoning behind it, but I can understand why it would be annoying to constantly look at the same outfit. I also really like Ice Reaver or the Ice DC class, because that one is also very strong, but it also really requires a specific playstyle and specific weapons and everything, which I also really like. Okay, now this is level 10. Let's just go ahead and do something different for now. Let's see. Heal and potions. Yeah, I'm currently stuck with the story on getting the indestructible litter for the summon. That you need to pick out the real dragon egg because I don't have strong enough weapons and I don't have enough gold to buy a good weapon. Yeah, you like the Necromancer aesthetic and animation, but it just didn't feel super strong into later game content. Yeah, that's a problem with most of the those classes. I like the Paladin with its heal over time, but the heal over time is not enough. And I also like the Death Knight, but it's not enough, and that's the annoying part about it. Let's see if we can do the Quad Force. We need to collect the items of the Quad Force. Let's see where they were. Oh, hey. I prefer Doomwood, but causing some trouble here is almost as fun. Do you have any Doom weapons? This is Zorback, who is fun. Yeah, Doom weapons are pretty good if you are insane, demented, psychotic, and have no conscience or moral bearing. And that's why using the Doom weapons is a bit objectionable, but, well, whatever. Let's invite Zorback. And let's look around for the different Quad Force items. Your Dragon Amulet opens the barrier. Now, where were the different Quad Force items? Not here, I believe. So let's just go talk to Robina. Yeah, best Muglin, yeah. I found one. Can be found somewhere in Sherwood. I used to know all of the locations off the top of my head. Oh yeah, this one also fun, but not this time. Let's see, is it at the mill? I think it's at the mill. But yes, there it is. We're facing Seed Spitters. And now we have Wild Daggers and an attack with a buff to plus 20 to hit. Yeah, there's one in the mill, yeah, I'm going there now. Let's see, these Seed Spitters aren't quite a challenge. Should be won by the waterfall thing. That's all the way up. Yeah, that might be one by the camp, but I'd need to check which camp. Whatever. We'll find it. Yes, this is the great necromancer dropout. That is called Zorback. We have found a Quad Force. There should be one by the waterfall thing. Yes, let's abandon this quest to save these poor farmers from the different monsters that overrun the mill. Yeah, I don't think there's one here. So that's just, yes, here's one. And then there is one in the bandit camp, I believe. And this is Wild Daggers, the best little attack, because it's a multi-attack and I can finally deal damage to multiple enemies at once. Good job, Zorback, on dealing with those miscreants. I would usually abuse buddies by always going around and finding Tomix, Artix and roll it if it wasn't main story content. Yeah, I don't really care for the buddy system, and most of the leveled, unleveled areas where they just where I'm running around now don't require you to use your different buddies. Meanwhile, the the leveled areas do require them, but I honestly don't really care for them. Like, I really care for them as characters, but the way they play, they interfere with the gameplay loop, which already isn't that interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Zorberg is also better than Twilly in that he will always attack. So it's not like Twilly where sometimes you get a heal when you really need just an attack. But yeah, this is Zorberg. Just deals dark damage a lot. So he is not as useful when dealing with undead, but still. Ooh, renegade hunters. They actually deal damage. Not a lot, but they do deal damage. And then let's face this robber baron. And his cut person thug. Oh no, we missed that attack. That's annoying. At least these ones don't deal a lot of damage. Let's finish off this one with just a thrown dagger. And yes, that's Zorberg dealing damage using evil power. Because, you know, he's not evil, he's evil. Yeah. Let's just attack. Yay! This one time at Bandit Camp, raid the Grey Wolf Renegades Fort. Their ranks include some of the most wanted outlaws in the world. A butter knife. Oh, don't let its name fool you. This yellowy knife, while capable of slicing through butter effortlessly, can do that to your enemies too. This deals 6 to 52 energy damage. That's quite a bit better than my current Hydra's Curse. So, let's equip it and look at how it looks. It looks quite stupid, honestly. Let's just heal and see if we can't get a better hint than in the Sneevil Fortress. Okay, then we'll go clear out the Sneevil Fortress. I love the Vermin Ruins quest because of its scaling the best EXP quest in game, but it still has a bug where you spawn out of the map every time you finish it, unless they pass that info. I think that's one of the harmless bugs that's more funny than annoying, right? Because they don't tend not to patch those bugs, which honestly I really like that actually. Normally I would not go for a weapon that has such a wide range of how much damage it can do. However, this one is just so much better than my current annoying setup with the Hydra's Curse and the And the frozen Cree. You kind of have to walk back into the hospital every time you get in order to get back in. Slightly more annoying in my opinion. Yeah, but like it's not one of the game-breaking bugs. Like what was it? When they released Chaos Weaver, there was a combo that dealt like over 1000 damage to Sepulture or something like that. Like it dealt a lot of damage, and that's not the case with that bug. So maybe if they have time and you report the bug, then they might fix it, but otherwise I don't think so. Come on, Zorbag, you can do far better than that. Level 11 Sneevel de Boxer. Yeah, this deals a nice wide and varying amount of damage. I honestly never upgrade my my charisma, so pets quickly lose all their usefulness except for the ones that deal skill damage, like Crampy, I believe, or what's it? Or the skilled healing you get from certain pets that just heal 10%. I think it's all the Muglins except for Zorbag that can do the heal. A Sneevel Arca. Okay, that's annoying. Nice. Quickly taking care of that boxer. No, the other one. And then somewhere along the way I will probably get knocked out. On the way to the secret knock. That happens more than I'd like it to. At least that dealt enough damage. And of course I am also convinced that the fact that pets so often leave enemies with only 1 HP remaining is 100% intentional. Let's see if I can take this one out before I die. And now I'll be knocked out on this one because I can't even stun it. Yeah, whatever. It's not as though being knocked out has that much of a great consequence. You just have to walk back through the level. Of course I attempted before I knew the knock, which is stupid. Yeah, you were talking about farming experience, Clark, but honestly I don't really care for farming experience. I get enough when I'm just farming for other things. Yeah, most things in the game scale to you, or they are, the unskilled quests are all, like, they stop doing that at level, when they upped the maximum limit to, I think it was, like, from 20 to 25 or something like that. I just like that as a traditional RPG element and tend to seek it out. Ah, so it's just something you like to do, yeah. Then I can understand you trying to do that. And since we are this far along in the quest, I might as well finish the quest. Then we'll get some reward out of it at least. But yeah, I don't really care for the level grinding. But I also tend to only keep the strongest variation of an item and leave all the others behind. So, whoops, wrong attack that. Let's take out the Bucks Lord. Aw, I missed the DOT. That's annoying. DOTs are fun. Okay, that's just getting annoying. Does that have a hidden... No, it does not have a negative bonus. 9 to 55 damage. Ugh. And I missed it. Let's see, it might be that this does not kill him. Or it might do quite a lot of damage. Okay, you have defeated the regional Sneevil Buckslord. On your adventure you learned more about the Sneevils and their goals in the area. Apparently I did. We'll sell that. Let's heal, open the shop, and sell the Tanto. Because, well, this looks decent. It's not exactly what we want, is it? No, is it? Okay, so we have the quad force. We are fully healed. Let's battle Gananana. You and battle a level 10 boss monster. It is weak to ice and water, but it is strong against energy. Luckily, we happen to have a decent-ish ice weapon. So now we deal 13 to 29 ice damage with its utterly ridiculous ice weakness. It might well be that we can defeat this boss. Let's first stun it though. frozen thrown dagger in your face. That's stealth and then surprise attack, because that deals a lot of damage usually. Unfortunately, that guy also deals a lot of damage. And I don't have anything to reduce the amount of damage Kanana does. Or well, not reduce it, to make it miss more often. It does that enough on its own apparently. And we defeated Kanana. The Staff of Hyrule. I think that's the only reward you can get for it. It is decent-ish. It's decent. It doesn't sell well though. Well, at least we made back the money that we lost buying the frozen Kree. Let's now then equip the butter knife again, and we are done with that. And we're almost done. Well, let me just check something. Oh, we can get a dagger from that quest, so let's just equip the frozen Kree and attempt the battle a few more times. Yeah, because these weapons deal water damage, and it's always nice to have that as well as a actual good weapon. Not that this weapon isn't good, but it's level 5, we're level 11 already. That's what I meant about what I talked about earlier in the stream, about not getting overly attached to certain weapons, because, well, getting these weapons won't really influence us that much in the long run. The staff again. And they don't sell for anything, so I should just pause these. Yeah, they don't sell for anything. So at least this isn't a quest we need to grind. Uh-oh, that's quite a bit of damage. Yeah, it does not have some hidden... Well, I think it has some hidden modifier that makes it more likely to miss, because it's... I kept it again. It's missing quite a bit. let's just do this one last time. And then we'll go ahead and attempt the stone cave again. And already you are seeing the fact that, well, pets don't do a lot of damage. The Sword of Hyrule. Let's pause on this one as well. Okay, let's then just sell the staff for 0. And then done. And travel to, with the timeline maybe, a breakfast with Warlick. No, it was up here. Yes. Well, at least this time we have an attack all option. Of course, I missed the last attack. Nice. This is going way better than the last time we attempted this, when I lost more than half health at this part. I ended up with 0 health basically. Though it still deals a lot of damage. They deal far too much damage for their level. But then again, I'm under-leveled. Come on, Zorback. Yes, you deal damage. Haha. That is good. That's not good. That's not good at all. I thought this was the lone one. Well, at least I did not miss. Excuse me for a second. Okay, then let's heal. And attack all. Now that's damage. And with the evil power proccing on that boulder elemental, we won't need to worry about it either. Especially when Zorback attacks like that. Oh. Well then, let us hope that we can break through this quickly enough. Because I don't fancy having to make another attempt at this one. Especially since apparently they decided to deal even more damage to this moment. Okay. Yeah. We can't win against that. Let's try though. And we get knocked out. Well then, let's leave. And we will have to find a good wind element weapon. However, we are almost at the end, so I'm going to Oaklor Keep, also known as get to level 3 place. However, we are not going to go to level 3, we are going to try to get Searching's weapons. Thunderhead is not afraid, or I gotta peace out, man. Got a Zoom class. See ya. Yeah, see you later, Clark. I stream every week for 2 hours. So next week, maybe you'll get some time to come. See you later. This is such epic music. For such a mission. Uh-oh, a small puddle. At least it's weak to energy. Because a level 11 small puddle apparently has over 200 HP. Well, at least when we do a lot of damage we will nuke it. Of course we must watch out for the ever annoying Shock Wisp, which is here. Which means we can't use this one, but instead must use this one. At least this time around we can stun it. But yeah, with a 200 energy resistance, I wouldn't want to face it. It's also lucky that it has a minus 50 ice resistance to sort of make up for the loss in damage. Nice, that one's taken care of. Let's walk around this. Then this one, again, ice resistance and a negative electricity resistance, so stun and then take care of it. Let's just check, yeah, 100 MP mana potions, so not dealing with those yet. That's only for when we get to... well, after this fight then. That's such badass music for such a relatively simple mission. Hopefully there's either a potion box or a... That was a lot of damage though. Oh, this one does not lead anywhere, not even to a potion box or something like that. That was a impressive amount of damage. That was against a creature that had a lot of weakness to it as well, so, you know, it's even better. And there is the coveted healing pad. So we won't need to use our great and limited mana potions anymore. So daze it with our great ice weapons so that we deal actual damage. And then stack the damage as well. I said stack the damage, not roll the lowest you can on your attacks. Now that was what I wanted. You feel rejuvenated. Yes, I do indeed. Okay, that one's not weak, so changing to another little... By the way, the damage that Evil Power does and that Zerberk does with his attack that procs into Evil Power is called Evil damage. Not evil damage, that's a different class type. Evil damage. So we're going a bit over time with this mission, but I don't think you're complaining about it, are you? Okay, so there, hidden behind the clouds and fog and everything, is a lightning strike spot, which you don't want to run into. So let's just walk carefully over the top. And here I can also show you just how much damage it does to be struck by lightning in this game. So then we will stand here and get struck by lightning. Of course it doesn't look quite as funny, but when you can't see the character, but yeah, it at least happens. Whoops. Let's get the Frozen Cree out and destroy this annoying Shock Wisp. Then we will get Surging's weapons. Good low level weapons. Low level weapons, I believe. Oh yeah, this fight. Positros is a Ice is an electric elemental or energy elemental. Its basic energy weaknesses, ice and water are weak to, and it's very strong against energy because it's an elemental from that one. Evil power. And then after this battle we'll heal up and then deal with the other two with our great energy weapon. And that was that. Oh no, it's preventing me from going back. Oh, that's annoying. Well, at least equip our butter knife and deal with flood. A water elemental, so fire energy weakness. It's just nice because, well, we deal energy damage, and lots of it. Especially since increasing your dexterity also increases your damage over time. Damage. And this is Tempest, a basic air elemental with a cool name. It's weak to stone damage. Same, basically opposite of Bolter elementals. From the who needs next gen consoles when we have this? Indeed, Thunder, indeed. I also quite like this. But this is mainly a nostalgia trip that I'm just happen to be streaming. It apparently I'm rolling really badly on the damage I deal, because that was some of the lowest damage I've seen in quite a while. But this is, I think this rework of this mission is like 2018, and this game is from 2006, so quite an oldie, but I like it. Unfortunately, there seems to be... Yeah, this was the shit back then. Way back then. It's still getting weekly updates though, so I like that at least. Just throw attack. Now I'm dealing damage again. Even in your country. Oh, where are you from? And how are you, actually? Because I know in the Netherlands it wasn't that popular where I lived, but that might also be because, you know, I didn't live... Turkey. Yeah, it was quite pretty last I visited, but that was quite a while ago. Yeah, in the Netherlands where I live it wasn't that popular. I got introduced by a good friend of mine, but other than that I don't think that many people knew about it. Well then, let's open the chest and get Sir Jing's weapons, which are actually pretty cool weapons. Decided to look at DF category for the first time. Yeah, I just decided to stream it and I was surprised there even was a category. I stream this every week at this time. And let's see, this is far... Oh, that's the wrong one actually. So let's sell this one. And, I don't know, let's also sell the butter knife. Then get the level 81, which is for nostalgia. And then this one, and I still bought the wrong one. This one and this one. So now there is a weapon we can use now, a weapon we can use in a while. Last time we played, the max level was 40. Yeah, now it's quite a bit higher than 40. It's 90. It's 90 now. So we have a very pretty weapon. We have that very pretty weapon for quite a few more levels. And we have some healing. Now then, this is the end of my stream. I'll just do this book delivery. The locked book gets me a worn skull cap. So we'll look at this and decide that we will equip it next week, because browser games were the mobile games of the 2000s. Yes. Now then, this is the end of my stream. Unfortunately, you came in at the end. I stream 2 hours every week, and I will stream until 7 this time. So next week you'll be able to catch me maybe 7. I stream from 5 till 7 my time, which is Amsterdam Central Time, Central European summertime right now. And in the winter it's Central European time. So I'll go to character list and I'll say goodbye.